Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I've been thinking about this topic for a while, doing a little research on it, um, watching other videos, and trying to attain information. Right, so I still question in my first video. It was a message in the bottle to Vladimir Putin, and again, the message in the bottle is my way of just sharing my thoughts and put the message in the bottle, throw it out into the internet ocean. See where it washes up. Um, anyways, as I was researching, because I had some just thoughts about this war still makes absolutely no sense to me between Russia and Ukraine. None. Doesn't make sense. So, anyways, as doing some research, it turns out when Ukraine declared independence, from Russia and the downfall of the Soviet Union, all that good stuff. The Donbass region, Crimea, these parts of that country were, they were and always have been separatist areas, even since, right? So, because it's not a problem, is that the people that live in that area are actually Russian by descent, right? So when you think about it, Ukraine drew borders, right? And then you got Zelensky, who is a dictator. You got Putin, who's a dictator. But yet you got Putin trying to, in his mind, I think, free Russians that are under Ukrainian rule, but they're actually Russians. And then you hear all the bombing of the civilians in Donbass, right? And and the eastern Ukraine. But so now it all starts to make sense. Like, why the hell would Zelensky use the weapons that we're sending to bomb the Donbass region? And I think the fact is that he's a dictator using our missiles to kill Russians. In his mind, Russians. I don't think he sees them as Ukrainians. And that's why I think it's okay in his mind, to sit there and bomb these poor people. Like, I think it's crazy that in today's society, if anything, we should all change, is we should all have the right to maybe redraw some lines. If we don't agree with the country in which we're a part of, we should be able to succeed peacefully. And if you can't succeed peacefully, I guess then you're being ruled by a dictator. It only makes sense. Even here in the United States, you hear about parts of California that want to succeed from California. You have Texas, who has threatened to secede from the United States. Wouldn't blame them. They talk about the big divide between the blues and reds, and it's crazy. Well, we don't need another civil war. But I think that, we're a republic, so we're a group of states. Just like the Soviet Union was a group of states. And then those states declared independence and moved on, right? And they had their own little countries, which is okay. That happens. And not a bad thing, not a good thing. Who the hell knows, after all the World War II garbage. I mean, the maps are not the same from World War I, World War II, and so on. The maps are always changing. So why would Ukraine just destroy a part of the country and kill so many people, and the Russians as well, over something that if the people want to be part of Russia, let them be part of Russia. In the meantime, we have sent $50 billion to Ukraine of taxpayer money in the United States. $50 billion. The whole entire country, when they're all working, only produce $100 billion a year. Their entire country. We've sent them 50% of their entire economy. That would be like somebody giving the United States $11 trillion, just to put it in perspective. So when I see people flying Ukrainian flags, and I think it's like every other cause that people just get caught up in the moment because they read about it or they listen to it on television. Somebody else told them. I mean, do I feel bad for Ukrainian people? Yeah, but Russia's not bombing the hell out of Kyiv. They're not bombing the hell out of all the major cities that they could be. All they're trying to do is, I think, free the Russian people that live in the Donbass to become part of Russia again. Why the hell we keep sending money and getting involved in these wars is beyond me. It's not our war. It's not our war. These people have disliked each other for thousands of years. Nothing we do in the next 10 is going to make a difference. Same as Afghanistan, same as the Middle East. I mean, I don't know what the hell we think we're doing as a country. And just we keep giving away all of our money, literally for causes that make no sense other than to keep the military um, machine moving and making money, because that's what the United States likes to do, I guess. I'm not proud of that. I would love to see us as a peaceful country, people that actually promote peace around the world, help people around the world. Throwing money at somebody so that they can start their own war, I don't think that's peaceful. So, anyways, I wanted to share that with you, some of the information. But I guess it, I, be like we're living in the United States, and another country came here and decided to tell us what to do in our own country, we would have a war. So, a lot of the people fighting in Ukraine in the army, it's a fact, they're Nazi based. Nazis. Yeah, you can say that one out loud. It's the truth. And so now let's just think back in history. How does that work with Russia? Nazis in Russia. Nazis killed over 20 million people in Russia. Do you think Russia has any tolerance for a Nazi thought process? No. People don't forget. I mean, it's been 70 years, but that's not a long time in history. People don't forget that hatred runs deep, and the divisiveness. And I think if you're Russia, you sure as hell don't trust Nazis. That doesn't mean they come from Germany. That's what people always think. Oh, the Nazis all have to come from Germany. No, they don't. They exist all around the world. They're fanatics. They're crazy, right? But these are the people that are fighting to defend Ukraine in the army. This is who Zelensky has lined up with, a dictator put in place after the Democratic president was removed. So we're pumping in a bunch of money to a dictator to fight another dictator. In the meantime, all these people in the Donbass getting killed for what? Please, call your congressperson. Write a letter to the president. Somebody put this on the news and just tell them to stop. Get the F out of everybody else's business. Take care of us. We don't need to be involved. So anyways, I hope that enlightens some information. Hopefully it's sharing. And hopefully you'll do your own research and you'll find out. It's just crazy when you start finding out the truth, because the media won't put it out there. Our media, supposedly, as they all keep continuing to get fired and let go and shows canceled and everything else, because they're getting caught in their lies. All they do is promote propaganda, and so many people want to believe it. Just like this new stuff, more ESG garbage, more climate change garbage. Anybody out there that believes, I want to save the climate. I want clean drinking water, clean air. Sure, absolutely. 10% of our electricity comes from clean energy, solar, wind, right? Hydro. That means 90% comes from oil, gas, and nuclear. So how are you going to replace 90% of the supply of electricity, right? If you have energy, you have a civilization. You have no energy, you have no civilization. So what? I don't know what people are thinking. Maybe before my lifetime's over, maybe in another 30, 40, 50 years, while the technology and the products and the mining and everything it's going to take to get to a different source of energy, a cleaner source. But right now, hell no. Hell no. It's destroying us. It destroyed Europe already. Look what happened to Germany. Right? They went with clean energy. They went and shut down and now they're done. They're cooked. They're baked. No energy, dependent upon Russia, if that makes any sense at all. So it's okay for them to buy. They're going to shut their own down, but they're going to import from Russia. It literally makes no sense. So what, you pollute one part of the world, but it doesn't affect the rest of the world? It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. China is going to build 50 coal plants this year, and we're shutting ours down. Like, we've got to be stupid people to be believing in the leadership that has taken us down this path. boy, I really hope people research a lot. Don't believe that there's green energy answer. It just doesn't exist right now. It doesn't exist. We don't have mines to get the minerals out of the earth. And even if they stake in lithium right now, it's going to take 10 years before they can produce the lithium out of the ground. So, I mean, what are we going to do in the next 10 years? Suffer? People, wake up, man. Wake up quick. Our government is taking us over the edge. And for what reason, I have no idea. Well, I do have an idea. But boy, I hope you guys do your research. God bless. Have a great day.